So I've just had a customer private seller lead come up on Enter Reg, and it is a customer in Nottingham, and he's put a few details on here. 4.5 stars out of 5 condition rating, done 88,000 miles, the 2017 black 3 litre diesel, view listing. And he's put a few pictures of the car on there as well. It looks nice, but it does still need to be a really nice car because 19.5 grand is quite far above the trade book value.
So guys, we have arrived in Nottingham at Sack's house. You're a familiar face on the channel as well.
I know, I am.
I can't believe this.
Part of the furniture.
You literally are part of the furniture. This is cool though, because you've been to the old Binker,
Yep.
where we filmed your Supra.
That's right, yeah.
You come to the new Binker because you actually won a car on Planet of Dreams.
I did, yep.
I said to you this time round, well, you actually went on Enter Reg to sell your car. I saw your details come out. I was like, there's no way am I sending this to another dealer. I need to come buy this car. So we travelled up to Nottingham today to his house. I've never been to your house before.
No, you haven't?
We've always talked about meeting
First time, yeah, we have. But you're too busy, man, the celebrity in that.
But I also wanted to, I saw your car when you first bought it.
Yeah.
So you used to have the Supra. You then won the TTS, sold the TTS and the Supra, didn't you?
Yes.
And you bought your dream car off the
Yeah,
back
so
of it.
Planet of Dreams helped me fund this.
That is wicked, man. What a wicked choice of car as well. So it's a facelift, so it's a bit newer than the one that I had.
Yeah, I think they call it the DBA, which is, you had the CBA, this is the DBA,
Yeah.
slightly newer.
And what's the mileage on this?
This is just gone 44,000 miles.
Cool,
So
what?
Two owner car as well, so it's quite a rare one.
I was going to say that. How did you find the process of trying to find a good GTR? 'Cause
So, you know what, I didn't know what a good GTR was.
Yeah.
So I did it the other way. I went on forums and I basically asked around, what do you know, for resale value on these cars, what are you kind of looking for? And people were like, if anything's got more than 5 owners, no one's buying it.
Yeah.
If it's got, funnily enough, if it's got dealership service history, people weren't interested. It had to be Lichfield.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like dealerships.
They've got such a good reputation.
Yeah,
haven't
so
they?
got Lichfield know what they're talking about. If it's not looked after by them, we're not interested. So that's what, it took me a while to find.
Yeah.
But a 2 owner car, I'm the third. 44,000 miles, full Lichfield history as well. So
Perfect.
yeah, and it's, you know how I like it, black on black on black.
It's perfect, yeah. But then I would say that colour surely was a second preference. The preference would have been the car being a good car, surely.
No, do you know what I did? I went Auto Trader, black, and whatever car came up, I
Really?
looked around and I waited.
So you
and
only
waited.
wanted the black
But that's
car?
what I do with all my cars, even the Q7.
Yeah.
You can see it's very different to a normal Q7.
It's
but
a nice Q7.
Yeah, because it's fully blacked out, and I sort of left a sort of note with the dealership, Audi dealership, to say if you get a blacked out one, give me a call. And yeah, surely enough, it took about 2 months, but they did.
So this is the family car. I'm guessing that's your. Is it a weekend car? Or do you daily?
It's a weekend car, yeah.
That's
I can't daily drive it.
Nah, they're not a daily driver. Is it stock?
It's a stage 2 car.
Oh,
yeah.
perfect.
So it's still got the downpipes in it, the
Yeah.
stock downpipes. It's got a catback exhaust and a tune.
So what is it, about 600 brake then?
I had a dyno, 648 it was.
Really?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Which is actually quite higher than a normal stage 2 car.
Yeah,
So.
that's a lot of power for
Yeah.
a stage 2.
Yeah, and you know, like, because you know GTR world, but like I've taken the Santa Pod and done runs in it, and the other GTR owners were like, nah, it's definitely not stage 2.
That's
It's
mad.
more,
But it's still on stock cat, so it can't be any more than that.
I go in and run 10 nines and quarter mile all week. And then
That is wicked,
yeah,
isn't
and then
it?
carry my kids in it. And
That
drive
is
around,
so cool, man. Oh, Kai, honestly, I'm here now obviously to do a deal with you on this, but if I took that home tonight, Kai would be so happy. He loves them
Everything for
cars.
sale for the right money, Calv.
I know, I've been trying to do a deal with you. So, the Q7, this is the family car. How come you're selling it?
Just because I think we don't need such a big car anymore. The girls are a bit bigger now. I've got 2 daughters, so they're a bit bigger now. We don't need such. We've got a 7-seater thinking we'll need it for carrying people around, but don't really need it. So we've gone for the company car route actually. So my wife's ordered a Range Rover Velar, one of them plug-in electric ones.
Wicked.
And just works out more economically because we do a lot of mileage, like, you know, I'm traveling a lot. So it's plug-in electric, so we'll see if the hype's there or not.
Yeah, no, it's a good shout. It's a good shout. It's definitely going to be more affordable to run around in. So, is this a 3-litre diesel then?
3-litre diesel, yeah.
So it's a bit juicy. Well, they're juicy.
It's actually really good for what it is.
Yeah, they're not too bad, are they?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
And don't they do 2 different versions? Do they do a single turbo and a twin turbo? Do they do that on this engine?
No, I think that was on the S.
The
Qs, yeah,
the
SQ.
SQ7s and
Yeah.
V8. But on
I
the
don't know.
A7s, they do 2 different versions. But
Yeah, this is a single turbo.
single turbo, 3-litre diesel. So it's all blacked out, black car, black interior, black grille, black everything. Is it a black edition?
It's not a black edition. It's actually a weird one. It's the S line, but the chap who spec'd it, and I think it was an ex-Audi manager, had this option black edition pack put on it.
Okay.
But it's actually, like we were talking about, it's not actually in the spec. But when I was buying the cars, what they said, and the wheels are off. They're like RS6 style.
They're nice wheels.
Yeah.
You don't see.
You don't, yeah.
Many Q7s with them wheels on.
I've seen them full silver, but not like this diamond cut.
Yeah, no, it looks good. Where did you buy the car from? So you bought it from Audi?
Nottingham Audi,
yeah?
Yep.
Nice car. This is my kind of car. I love a sensible daily, you know that? I love, like, I'd be able to just jump in the car and it's comfortable, it's practical, it's modern as well.
Yeah, it's a nice car. It's quite different to your normal Range Rovers and stuff that everybody
It
gets.
is.
I said that, we're going to a Range Rover next, but it's, I to be honest, it's been really good. We've had no problems with it at all since we've had it, so.
Yeah, they're a good car. Cool, so asking price. Let's talk about your process with selling it. So you're obviously here in Nottingham. I'm sure you would have considered me anyway, but there's other options. You know, you can sell the car privately. You can go to things like We Buy Any Car, Audi. You know, there's lots of places you can go to sell your car. Have you gone anywhere else?
So so like the first thing is obviously got some finance outstanding on it, and I know we spoke about it on the phone, but it becomes a problem selling it privately.
Yeah,
because there's a trust thing.
Yeah,
and I completely understand it from a buying the car point of view. If it's got sort of finance outstanding, how do you kind of deal with it?
Yeah.
So does that. So for me, the private sale wasn't a thing anyway.
Yeah.
So then the next step was what everyone does: goes We Buy Any Car.
Yeah.
And then I rang up Audi because that was my first port. I thought, look, let me sell it back to them. They'll be able to sort of buy it off us. And then they sort of came out and said, because the mileage is quite high on it. Well, I say high. It's high for Audi.
Yeah.
They were saying that they couldn't sell it at the dealership. It'll have to be Audi Select something.
Okay, because they've got sitting a Select now.
Yeah. So they came out and done a valuation on it. And so then in between that time, I spoke to you and I was like, what do you think about it? After I went through car reg and all that, and you're like, we'll come and have a look at it. So the Audi guys came out, gave me a price for it, and here, that's where you are now.
So the price, so they actually come to your house. You went to Audi, they actually come to your house today.
Yeah, so I called Audi,
wicked.
and they came out.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
That was a nice service, yeah.
That's brilliant. And they've made you an offer?
Yes.
Was that not enough for you then?
It was slightly on the low side.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think a place like Motorway, they were giving me a lot higher, but obviously that's still
subject to a bid.
Subject to someone actually bidding. So that's when I thought, hang on, Motorway. Then I gave you a shout, and I went in through the car your reg stuff, and it didn't have a dealership around here that could deal with it. But I think that notified you to sort of say something's around.
So
that's the process I've been through so far, and then to be honest, I haven't made a massive effort in selling it. In all honesty, it's only last week we decided to sell it. To be honest,
so your asking price on Enter Reg is 19.5 grand, yeah?
Yeah.
So is that higher than what? I'm not even going to ask you what Audi is. Is that higher than what Audi?
Yeah, definitely, so quite a bit.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm here today to hopefully give you 19.5 grand.
Yeah.
Does it need anything? Is anything wrong with it?
No. The only one problem I ever had with the car was when it went for last service, it had a coil spring snapped in the back on the rear. I didn't even know. Normally when they snap, you can hear them clunking, but this was... So I've had that done.
Yeah.
And I've got... I had to do full alignment on it. And that's the only problem I've had in 2 years owning it.
Wicked.
So it's got full dealers... I had a service pack with Audi to service it as well.
So it's all up to date history-wise?
Yep.
So the next one's not due for a while?
I'll double check. I can't remember when the next one is, but yeah.
And how long ago did you say you bought it? How long you owned it for?
2 years.
2 years. I thought you said 2 years.
Yeah,
sorry.
2 years. Yeah.
You got 2 keys?
2 keys. Yep.
Is it? Sorry.
That's
Oh, it's keyless entry as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Quick key check. Look. Nice. What other specs it got? So it's obviously an S line. It's got the black pack on the outside. Anything else? It's got reverse camera?
It hasn't got reverse camera, no. It's got CarPlay, and I fitted a factory-looking dash cam. You can see in the just where the rear view mirror is.
That's a dash cam.
Yeah.
Really? That's wicked.
But yeah, and then it's obviously the 7-seat.
7 seats is a massive thing.
Yeah, and the electric folding as well, the rear ones, which is quite a big
wicked. Do you know what? CarPlay is so good, isn't it? It's cool that you put CarPlay on it.
Oh, actually, another thing the guy's done, whoever had it before me, he's put an optional extra of a tow bar on it. So if I show you, it's got this thing with it.
Oh, like a retractable tow bar.
Yeah, it's got this thing that fits onto it. So a tow bar and it locks in.
So it's a proper factory one.
So it's got that, a factory one. And then it comes with that I've never touched, the full.
Do you know, we see these all the time and people just don't use them.
I don't touch it.
They're nice.
I get my cars washed, I don't do it myself. So.
Yeah. Most people are too busy to clean their own car. It's got an auto tailgate as well. Wicked. So valuation, should we do that now? Should we have a look at the valuation? Do you know what, before we do that, we are going to do the dreaded car vertical check, yeah?
Just do it.
I suppose, I'm guessing because you bought it from an Audi main dealer,
Yeah.
you probably didn't do no checks because you don't need to.
Yeah, they provided me with a HPI check or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked, okay.
It wasn't car vertical at the time.
Yeah, they use HPI. Here we go then. So 2017 Audi A7, mileage is all good. What did you say, it's on 88,000, didn't you?
Yeah.
Finance, which you just mentioned about, and no previous damage. You can see the bodywork's nice. It's a really nice car, isn't it?
Yeah. Even the Audi chap that came out, he was surprised. He goes, with the mileage, I'm surprised it's so clean.
It is clean.
We've tried to look after it as much as you can, but you know.
Strangely, the mileage graph shows no mileage markers on there. Why is that? Why is it? Oh, it must be because of the private reg. Because you've just retained the private reg
I have, yeah.
today, haven't you? So it's gone back to its original, was it YY67 or something? Manufactured January 2017, registered in November 2017, and then we've got all the details of the private registers it's had over the years. License change from the original plate to your plate in August 2022, so I'm guessing that's when you bought it August 2022. Wicked, so that is all good. As usual, I will show you an example of a crash. I'll try and find a crashed Audi Q7. There you go. And that's not what you do not want to see when you do a car vertical check. Make sure you do your checks. Use my code CTD to get a discount, and I'll link them in the description below. Talk about values now. So back to Enter Reg. This is on the trader side of Enter Reg. There it is, 88,000 miles. Scroll down. MOT till August. Got the previous MOT there. It's all passed. No advisories, which is good. August next year, of course. And then the valuation. So you're asking for 19.5 grand. The clean valuation of this car, according to CAP, is 18,650. So you're asking for above trade for it, basically, yeah?
Yeah.
And then Auto Trader is pretty much the same, 18,455. Retail values are well apart. CAP saying 21.5 grand, and then Auto Trader is saying 24,337. So you're asking for 19.5 grand. So far, it's looking good, mate.
Yeah.
Does it drive all right, yeah?
It drives fine, yeah. Like I said to you on the phone, is like, I'm trying to be fair. I want to, obviously I know you need to resell it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's very clean. Like, I think you don't need to do anything to this car.
Wicked.
Just stick it straight on, to be perfectly honest.
Do you mind if we go out for a little drive in it?
Of course, no.
Yeah?
Yeah, by all means.
Wicked. Let's do that. See what it drives like.
Is this a bit where I say, you guys take it?
Yeah, you know that.
Video.
Yeah, I say it all the time. Last night's video. So this is a day after the Mondeo video went live, and I say it all the time. As a general rule, if a customer says, "Oh no, you take it for a drive," then generally there's something wrong with the car. They don't want to face the confrontation. But you're up for coming for a drive.
Yeah. We've got 7 seats. We'll take 7 people.
yeah, cool. So let's do it.
Before we headed out in the Q7, I couldn't resist asking Sat if I could take the GTR for a quick spin.
Yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds nice. It still sounds loud. So is it? It's not a fully stock exhaust then?
No, I think that the Y pipe that they've changed is like the only difference.
Okay.
So it's still got standard downpipes, and cat back is all stock.
So many interesting things with these cars.
Yeah, it's an interesting car. I think once you've bought this one off me, you'd be happy with it, Cav.
So we're going to go get petrol first before we do anything, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
It'll be embarrassing to run out of fuel on Calvin's first test drive for his new car, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it, we've got fuel. It feels good. Even like the way, I don't know, the way it flicks through the gears and stuff.
Mad. I've never sat in this seat.
Really?
It's nuts.
It feels so good. So press and hold cancelled.
So what you do is you put the cruise control on. So the on-off button just underneath cancel.
Okay.
Yeah, and now cruise it, so click that down.
Yeah.
So now we're at that speed. So now watch, don't do anything. If you put your foot down,
yeah,
nothing happens, yeah?
Yeah.
So now drop it down a gear, and then put your foot down, and when you're ready to press cancel.
Oh my God. That is wicked, isn't it? The gearbox is so nice on it.
So good, isn't it?
It's like it's made to be driven hard.
Driven fast, yeah.
Yeah, like when it's being potted around town, it's a bit clunky.
Yeah,
a bit...
but on this level,
it's fine. It's very smooth. One last little feel.
Every time.
It's brilliant. is it. This is it. Do you know what, this is going to sound really strange, yeah?
Yeah.
It looks small for, not small, that's a bit of a wrong choice of words. It just looks small for a Q7.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because it's black, it doesn't
It's
look
all blacked
so,
out, yeah.
It makes it look, I don't know, a smaller car. Sometimes I've been looking at it like, is it a Q7 or is it a Q5? But it's a good size car, isn't it?
Yeah, I think because the wheels are in proportion, so you don't normally get these big wheels on it. And like I said, you know, the having it black, the front grille and everything, it just makes it all just one piece. It doesn't look.
Yeah, maybe that. It's maybe that. We are off. GTR looks so good. Should we go that way?
Yeah, go right and right. Yeah.
Oh, you got a carbon diffuser on the back as well.
Yeah, I just put that on. Yeah.
Really? That looks good, doesn't
I'm
it?
gonna drop this because I think it's getting held up by that. Go.
Ah, right. That's a good shout. So how long have you had the GTR? What, a year now with you?
Just come up to a year. Yeah.
How are you getting on with it?
Oh, I love it, man. You know the one problem I got with it? The one problem I got is what do I get next?
I know.
Because the problem is now, once you get used to this power, you're looking at Lambos and R8s and it's just like, gets silly, doesn't it?
It does get silly, yeah. Well, and also, I feel like for me, like I've been looking at a dream all-rounder.
Yeah.
And I've got my missus and Kai, and we go out together a lot in the car, we go to car shows and stuff. Trying to find a car that seats 3 people comfortably.
Yeah,
I know
hard.
GTR's a bit tight, but
Yeah.
it don't really get a lot better than a GTR.
It doesn't. Because remember when I was last on channel, I was speaking to you about the Supra being a 2-seater.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, I felt like I didn't drive it at all because it's a 2-seater.
Because you wanted
and just sat there.
You can only take one of your daughters
Yeah.
out or your missus out. Or,
Yeah, that's it. But with this, for the first like 2 months I had it, it was my daily. I was
Really?
this just sat on the driveway. We
It's-
we drove it everywhere.
And that cars are meant to be enjoyed, didn't they? You know,
Yeah.
you're meant to enjoy it, especially as being a family man. You all want to go out in the car.
Yep.
There isn't really anything else out there, like unless you go for like an SUV, like a Lamborghini Urus. I know they're a lot more money, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what else you could get that ticks the boxes that a GTR ticks.
The sheer performance of it, you're not going to get much more for, especially this price range.
You're just not.
You're not.
Maybe a 911, is that? But you can't really get much of a 911 for that kind of budget.
For like 50 grand, you're getting a non-turbo, probably 911. That's not going to be as quick as this.
Yeah.
And you know, the other thing is just the street cred. Like everyone stops and
They're a
waves.
hero.
Yeah, it's
GTRs are just like.
if you're a car guy,
Yeah.
that's just the top of the range, isn't it?
Well, like I say about, that's nice. But again, 2 seats.
Yeah.
But
That's the reason I'm buying one.
yeah. But then I looked at Ferrari FFs. They're a good choice of car. They're cool. But I don't know.
GTR is hard, man. For you, because you had one as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I had one. Yeah.
You had the R8 for a bit.
I had the R8.
How did that compare? Because that, you know, like talking to a lot of GTR owners, they go into 2 cars after that. It's one of them's R8,
Yeah.
one's a McLaren. You know the
McLaren.
570.
I had a 570S as well years
Yeah.
ago, and I loved that car. In fact, I'd rather have a McLaren 570S over. I was saying that mine was a GT.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that over an R8. Not that an R8's a worse car. I just felt like the McLaren felt more special. The R8 feels like the Golf R of the supercar world.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
It's still very
good,
dailyable, isn't it?
amazing
Yeah.
car. Yeah. You can daily drive. I did daily drive it, but I was a bit cramped in
Yeah,
there.
I remember.
But whereas the McLaren, I didn't have the space issue, and even the interior was quite funky and it was
special,
different.
yeah.
It felt more special, yeah.
It feels more supercar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But sorry, the GTR. So your car runs at just shy of 640 horsepower, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's a stage 2.
Yeah.
Mine was a stage 4.25. I don't know how they grade all these stages.
Yeah.
There's just so many levels. But it was 660 horsepower, so it's only a little bit more power.
Yeah.
But yours has still got cats in it.
Yeah.
And one of the things that put me off that
I know
when I
what you're gonna
sold
say.
it, I was quite glad to get rid of it. It
I know
stunk
what
of
you're gonna
fuel
say.
all the time.
Do you know what? Before I brought my car, I was saying I'm going to go buy a GTR. I don't want to spend any money on tuning. I'm just going to go get a 4.25 and just see where it is. And test drove one, and my eyes were burning. I was like, I can't do. And you know, also then they tuned the gearbox as well.
Yeah, they do.
Then it becomes clunky.
Clunky, yeah.
It's a
got
clunky box anyway.
Yeah,
it's
is,
not.
yeah.
It's people could get in it and think something's broken. But when you stage 4.25, it is just like
Yeah.
pure race car at that stage.
Yeah.
And I just didn't feel comfortable carrying kids with that much fume inside.
It was a lot of fumes. Mine was like that. And also it used to throw like black smoke and not black smoke and smoke, but like little oil, fuel spots on the back bumper.
Yeah.
Because my car was white.
Yours just spit flames as well, didn't it?
Yeah,
So,
it did use spit flames. But just, that was kind of a bit of a negative about it.
Yeah.
But other than that, they're just, if I was to get one, I'd probably I didn't know what a stage 2 like power it gives you. I think mine didn't do much less than 10.9 quarter mile either.
Yeah.
So you've got the performance and everything without that smell of fuel.
Yeah, the fellow GTR owners were like, "There's no way this is just a stage 2." So I was just like, the cats are in there.
The cats are your restricting point.
It's got standard injectors because 4.25 they start doing intakes, downpipes, injectors.
Yeah, that's what.
It's got all stock injectors and everything on it, so it's impressive.
I would say from a couple of GTR owners to anyone thinking about getting a GTR. I know this video ain't meant to be about the Q7, but it's a big subject. You know, people are probably out there looking at GTRs. So anyone looking to get a GTR, I would recommend personally, and it sounds like sacked words, go for a stage 2 car. Yeah. If you're going to get it tuned, like there is a lot that comes with going that further than that. But it's each their own, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. The thing is, even stock, these cars are bloody quick.
Yeah, they are.
There's not a lot of place you can put the power down anyway.
Nah.
But like I think what it's got on my one, it just opens it up enough to make it feel a bit special.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're perfect. It's a perfect car, and it's good to see that you're enjoying it. Even a year later, you still got the same energy and excitement for it. So the Q7.
What else is there to say?
Yeah, there's not really.
It's just a Q7.
It really is what it is, isn't it? It's sensible. It's practical. It's, you know, it's a cruiser, isn't it? It's a nice car.
It is a nice car.
And you've put down 4.5 stars rating on the condition rating on Enter Edge, and it's a lovely thing. I know it's got a little mark on one wheel.
Yeah. That was me. You can't blame the missus.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I was going to say.
I only did it a couple of weeks ago. So I was like,
oh, really? That's typical, isn't it? But other than that, it's a proper nice car. So yeah, I know you want above book for it, but I'm happy. I'm cool. Yeah, 19.5 grand. Yeah.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Sorted.
And highly recommend it, man. It's been so smooth. Like you speak to dealerships and stuff, and you know they're a little bit patronising, and they're a little sort of talk you down on your car. But I know what I've got. Yeah. And fellow car guy like you, is just so easy to do transaction.
It's an easy conversation as well.
Yeah. And it's quite honest. Like if it wasn't worth the money, you would have told me. And
I wouldn't have made the journey. I would have been honest with you, and I would have said to you, you know, if you're getting an offer anywhere near that, I would have told you to take it.
Yeah.
And also for the channel, it's good. Me getting out and buying cars, I've come to you. Bit of a journey, but it's cool. Like we get out on the road. I'm here. I'm actively trying to buy cars all the time.
Yeah.
So for anyone that does want to sell a car, obviously go to Enter Edge. And if it's working for us, I'll get out to your house. I'll come and buy your car. I'm on it. I want to buy as much cars as possible. So yeah, it works for us. It works for you.
Yep.
And it's made a good video as well.
Yeah, I think it's worth mentioning on your platform is that. I had the same issue where I think we mentioned it earlier in the video, but when I put it up in Nottingham, it said there's no dealers nearby. Mm-hmm. But just for everyone watching, that doesn't mean that's the end of the journey with it, because obviously it pings you guys off, doesn't it? Yeah,
we still get your lead come through, and then when I saw it was you, and I was like, oh, hold on, we need to deal with this. You know, we follow it up and we do something with it. But yeah, that's a good point. It's definitely a good point. But on that note, if there is any dealers in Nottingham that are looking to buy cars, we need you on the platform, all right? Cool. I'll link Enter Edge in the description below. I'll also link Car Vertical in the description below. Make sure you use my code CCD to get a discount, and we're done. Sorted. Thanks for coming down, I was going to say. I'll come to you. Thanks for getting on the channel. Yeah, sorted.
Nice one.